We break apart a simple biscuit or flick on an LED light, rarely pausing to consider how they arrived. These objects are simply present when we need them. Yet, between the distant factory producing millions of these items and the single consumer using just one, there is a massive physical and logistical vacuum. Bridging a gap of that size involves a highly orchestrated, multi-layered system that operates constantly in the background. This invisible system, connecting the factory floor directly to your front door, is called commerce. To look closer is to find a strict two-part ecosystem that governs exactly how every physical object in our world moves. Formally, commerce refers to all activities that facilitate the transfer of goods and services from a producer to a consumer. This chart shows how the system splits into two broad categories: trade and the auxiliaries to trade. Trade acts as the nucleus. It is the actual sale, transfer, or exchange of goods around which every other service revolves. This nucleus is visible in internal trade, buying and selling within a single country's borders. We see it in the journey of a domestic product, like a Parle G biscuit. It begins with wholesale trade, where distributors purchase goods from the manufacturer in massive bulk quantities. Then, in retail trade, local shopkeepers purchase those goods in small quantities from the wholesaler to sell to the final consumer. This structure allows internal trade to function as a funnel, scaling down industrial output into individualized, accessible purchases. Expanding beyond domestic boundaries introduces external trade. This is the exchange of goods and services between separate nations. Moving goods globally requires foreign currency exchange and reliance on massive infrastructure, such as international shipping lanes and airways. We classify this in three ways. First is an import, purchasing foreign goods for home consumption, like bringing LED lights from China into domestic markets. Second is an export, selling a domestic product to a foreign country, such as Indian rice being shipped abroad. Finally, there is entreport, the process of importing foreign goods specifically to re-export them to a third destination. By linking these distant points, external trade transforms independent national economies into a single interdependent global market. The nucleus of trade, whether domestic or global, cannot move goods in a vacuum. Without a supporting structure, products remain at their point of manufacture. This is where the auxiliaries to trade enter the diagram. These are the services that facilitate the smooth transfer of goods from the producer to the user. This orbit is composed of transportation, warehousing, insurance, banking, advertising, and packaging. These services provide the momentum for trade. Without them, the exchange of goods effectively ceases. When that simple LED bulb finally illuminates in your home, it represents the absolute final step in a vast global network. Commerce functions as a symbiotic machine, relying on the nucleus of trade to initiate an exchange and the orbit of auxiliaries to execute it. Understanding this ecosystem explains how products actually reach us, proving that commerce is the vital link between human creation and human consumption.